Hi guys, welcome back to another sit down. I really didn't want to do a sit down so close together because I swear I just did one a couple weeks ago. But something kind of just happened. Like, life has really been happening and I didn't feel like filming. I'm just gonna say it straight up. For those that know me, that follow me on Instagram, that know my life story, I started this YouTube channel because I was diagnosed with a heart condition, and then I needed a pacemaker. Oh my god, I'm out of breath. I think a lot of people want me to kind of just put up content for the sake of putting up content, but I am a content creator. I do know how to do that, but I honestly wanted my YouTube channel to just be filled with the good, the bad, the truth. And that is why I started it, and that's what I'm going to stay true to. And the reason why I didn't feel like filming the last couple of weeks was because I'm pregnant, and there were a few complications that came up a couple of weeks ago, more than a month ago actually. That I had to monitor and I had to deal with and heal from, and I need to sneeze. I'm just gonna jump right into it, guys. I am 7 months pregnant now. I'm 30 weeks along. My little baby is just the cutest thing in the world. I'm so excited to meet him. But at 6 months, you actually are meant to do a sugar test at about 5 or 6 months, and that's basically where they just check your sugar levels, they check like your blood levels, they check all these different things, and that's a normal checkup. So a while, I think almost 6 weeks back, I did my sugar test and I went for a checkup, and not thinking anything of it. So if you've watched my previous pregnancy video, you would know that I've been actually having quite a pleasant pregnancy. My second trimester was great. Like, I felt so much energy. I felt like myself. It was amazing. So I didn't really expect anything bad to come out of it. But then blood results came from that sugar test slash blood test slash everything test that I did that day. And I am basically deficient on like every single nutrient you can think of. So basically what had happened is early on in May, I had done the same tests, but everything was normal. And then within 2 months, literally something happened, don't even know what happened, and the baby basically depleted all my nutrients. So your body produces 20% more blood, works 20% harder, creates more nutrients, more everything for the baby as well. So when you're pregnant, that is a normal thing. But basically what's been happening is the extra nutrients that my body has been making for my baby has taken that and also taken my like nutrients. So in the words of my gyno, she was just like, your baby is like bankrupting you in like all the good things. So it's a little alarming. A lot of you guys were like, oh, why is that a problem? It is a problem because the baby has taken so much also of my blood. Like, I am low in blood now. I have a very low blood count now, which becomes very complicated for labor because you will lose a lot of blood in labor. And if my body is already not producing enough blood and then I lose more blood, you can imagine the conversations that we were having. I laugh about it. I do these videos when I'm strong enough to like make jokes about it, because if not, like, if you saw me 6 weeks ago when I got my results, I was crying. I was like in tears. I was like, oh my god, this is the scariest thing in the world. And I, you know, obviously when my gyno and I were talking about like blood transfusions, and we're talking about, because my numbers are just alarmingly low. Like, my baby really took all the nutrients out of me, my blood, my vitamin D, my vitamin B, my everything. This is also not a normal thing. It is also very, very, very rare that you're gonna need a blood transfusion during labor, or any of that. But my hemoglobin has just been going down. I don't know, like the iron in my liver, like everything that's needed to create blood, to create oxygen through my body is just not functioning. It's basically, it's anemia. It's anemia in pregnancy, basically. I have anemia in pregnancy, but it's just a pretty bad case of it, because it's not just labor that you lose blood, it's after that. Like, you're literally bleeding for 6 weeks after labor. Like, it's like a tap. It's like bleh. I was also only preparing myself for my cardiologist being in the as a pacemaker patient, you need a cardiologist present there just in case cardiac failure or anything were to happen. So I was already like mentally preparing myself for that, and then that comes up and I'm like, oh my god, I have to now think about that too. And I felt so overwhelmed with everything. And honestly, in the beginning, I was also so, like, not upset, but I feel like everyone looks at me, including myself. I look at me, I look in the mirror, and I see a healthy person. But for some reason, my insides, like, not to say it's not healthy, I don't want to say that, like, but there's always complications, and I'm kind of almost starting to be traumatized, and to even go to any hospitals, to do any checkups, to do anything. I'm just so scared to do any form of tests because I'm scared of what's gonna come out of it, you know? Like, just simple blood tests. Like, how I found out I had a heart condition was just doing a medical checkup. It wasn't even anything else. From a medical checkup, I got a pacemaker. From, like, I had one, like, ulcer here. Like, literally, it wasn't on my lip, it was, like, on the lip line. I had one ulcer there, and then it turned out to be an autoimmune condition. I was diagnosed with an autoimmune skin condition. So I just feel like, and then I felt so fine in my pregnancy. It was only first trimester, but then my second trimester, when all this was happening, I felt so fine, so healthy, so strong. My baby was growing, everything was great. And then that happens, and I'm like, how? You know, I really just got sad and really needed to deal with that. And that's why I didn't want to be behind the camera pretending to be all happy and like, oh, I got this, haha, life is so funny, life's great, my pregnancy's great. Like, I just couldn't do that at that point. If I'm honest with you, I still don't know that I can, which is why the very first video back is going to be this one, where I'm explaining what's happening in my life, because it's just a lot. And like, you know, she said what severe anemia in pregnancy can cause, you know, like early labor, preterm baby, and like the baby not growing enough to size and stuff. But alhamdulillah, I'm honestly so happy my baby is growing to weight, to height, to everything. So I'm just so happy. I will be posting more baby related content on here because I'm 2 months away. The baby is due in December, inshallah. So I just want to start preparing for that, and I want so many memories of it. So I'm gonna try and film as much as I can, put it on my YouTube channel, because that's part of living life with Pacey. Like, I'm a pacemaker patient who is pregnant, going through all these like ups and downs in life, one thing after another, and I just want to film that all. If I can ask for one last thing before this video ends, it's just to say a little prayer, say a little dua for my baby and me. It is a very scary thing when it's severe anemia in pregnancy. I'm really trying to do everything I can by listening to my gyno, but nothing's more powerful than the power of a dua. So if you guys can just spare that for me and my baby, I really appreciate that. And I promise I will come back with more fun videos, and not just me sitting in my bedroom talking about how my life has been up and down and up and down. So yeah, like, share, and subscribe this video. If you have any questions about any of my journey with Pacey, my pregnancy journey, just anything, you guys can comment down below or follow me on Instagram and just DM me. I love you guys very much. Bye.